I-64 from Lexington. Brock Travelston. Toe meets leather, and we are underway. Zach Johnson will take it from the goal line, and the fair catch means Levis will throw on first down. Rolls the pocket, has a receiver open, hits him at midfield. Stays in bounds. That's the dynamic Wandale Robinson, the transfer from Nebraska. And he could set all kinds of Kentucky receiving records by before the end of the night. That's 27 yards on first down. Jatan McClain in the backfield now for the Wildcats. He'll get the carry on the outside. Lots of speed around the corner. Tracked down after a gain of about 8 yards. It'll be first down for the Wildcats. Quinterio Cole on the stop. Third down and a long 3 for Kentucky on their first drive of the game. Levis, design draw. Inside the 20, to the 10. He'll score! Kentucky comes in, immediately takes the opening kickoff and scores. Levis with the touchdown. Wildcats up early. Kevin and Sam appreciate it. More on that game and all the others here throughout the night. Cunningham looking to throw and hits his target. That's going to be a first down on the first offensive play of the game for the Cardinals.
Jalen Mitchell, number 15, more of a bigger back, downhill guy, but when he gets going, it takes the pressure off of Malik Cunningham.
Like this right here. Little shake and bake downfield. Another first down.
They have a phenomenal force. Yasir Abdullah, who is the second leading sacker in the ACC.
Cunningham opts to throw. Just couldn't. And wait a minute, maybe he did make the catch. One of the officials is saying he did, and it is a beautiful grab.
We talked to Scott Satterfield about with Huggins, Bruce, and sometimes he struggles to catch the easy throws. Well, that was a tough one. Let's see if he gets all the way underneath. I think he does get that.
Third and 5 for the Cardinals, their first offensive possession. Receiver on the outside, inside the 15, brought down at the 11. That's going to be a first down for the Cardinals.
Right now, Kentucky has that opportunity, 3rd and 1 from the 2-yard line.
Cunningham's going to keep it deep over the goal line. Did he get in? Yes! The officials say he did. Touchdown, Louisville.
He just flew over people. Let's see. That ball crosses the plane. Ooh.
Mr. Official was in the way there. You couldn't tell from that angle. Let's take a look at this one. Can't tell. There's nothing definitive there that tells you that ball didn't sneak across. All it does is have to touch the white, go over the top.
Yep. And, you talk about all the indisputable, all this stuff. If you can't tell, you can't tell. And the call on the field stands. That's going to stand as a touchdown. And quarterback rushing touchdown for Kentucky. It's that old commercial. Anything you can do, I can do better. Malik Cunningham marches his team down the field and scores in a similar fashion. Well, Kentucky, that can really play behind the line of scrimmage. Both teams are phenomenal in tackles for loss.
Rodriguez powers his way through a couple of tackles and picks up the first down. Yasir Abdullah brought him down, but not before he moves the chains.
Last few games, they've been dominant at the line of scrimmage. If they can get 24 going, that'll prove they're doing it tonight.
Levis has a receiver open in the Cardinal territory. That's going to be Josh Ali. Ball's on the ground, but the officials are going to mark him down.
No one ran with them, so that means it's zone coverage.
Levis in the flat. Robinson picks up the first down. He is so good with the football in his hands. He just makes plays.
And he can see so much and make so many men miss.
Smoke. Nothing doing. Might have even lost the yard. It's Levis who keeps it himself. Takes a hit, rolls off it, picks up the first down. Duncan again on the tackle. Levis, quick toss outside. Has a receiver inside the 10. That's Ali. It'll be first and goal, Wildcats. Levis, design draw. It's a block from Rodriguez and walks in. from their quarterback, Will Levis. Cats up 7.
That's been 2 touchdowns on the QB draw for Kentucky.
So Malik Cunningham answered on the last drive. Fumbles on the opening snap here. Now he's in trouble. Has a receiver wide open, though, in the flat. First down and a lot more beyond the 40. Now Maurice Berkeley in the game at tailback. Blocking as the pressure comes. Malik. This is what he does so well, but he can't get away from the defense this time and forced out of bounds. And maybe a few words and some pushing and shoving on the sideline. Now maybe even a little more than that.
Penalized for some excessive talk earlier in the season.
Now that Kentucky defense is a little bit fired up. Cunningham pressure up the middle, and he gets rid of it to Conley, but it's incomplete. That was Tisdale again who rode him out of bounds on that play that started the melee, applying the pressure up the middle. Cooley in the backfield next to Cunningham. Cunningham to throw, overthrows his receiver. He wasn't even close, but here comes the flag. Starting at noon Eastern, but after Sunday NFL Countdown on ESPN. Levis rolls. Downfield has a receiver. That's a nice catch. Did he stay in bounds? He made the catch. Wandale Robinson on a beautiful tiptoe on the sideline. Congratulations, and why not?
Yeah.
Oh, he got that foot down.
Yeah, it was funny. He kind of blocked the ground with that left foot, and then the right foot on the outside edge of the toe, touchdown. And it's a good point of emphasis, too, because he didn't come down toe heel. All that has to touch is the outside edge of that toe. And that should be a completion. Good call by the officials. 3
catches today so far, Mark. Came in with 85 catches on the year, 1,067 yards, 111 yards rushing.
And that work has paid off for him this year.
Rodriguez, nowhere to go. Stood up in the line of scrimmage and dropped.
Mismatch him on the smaller Greedy Vance.
Instead, it's to give to McLean. Tries to bounce it outside with good quickness on the tackle. McLean in a tailback next to Levis. Option. Levis keeps it and leaps forward for the first down easily. Robinson in motion to the top of your screen.
Louisville's packing the line of scrimmage.
Fake the pitch. Levis will look to pick it up on his own. He falls forward, but he's still going to be short. Chance poor, the punter with the hold. And Ruffalo kicks it through. 3rd down and a long 6. Cunningham flushed out of the pocket, just has to throw this one away.
If they can continue to mix in run and pass with number 7, they seem to be effective. That one was snipped out.
Levis is looking that way, but the pressure comes and he escapes it somehow. Picks up the first down and powers his way to midfield. Runner, and when things break down, he can make things happen with his legs.
Yeah, and it was good pressure up the middle by Kendrick Duncan. But that, he had Wandale open, but you're right, the pressure got there and forced him to run.
Now the pitch to Smoke.
Oh, he's going to throw it.
Throwing it backwards to Levis. He can throw it again, and he does. Great catch at the 40-yard line, and that's the record breaker. Wandale now has the all-time single-season receptions record to himself. Bang play.
It was, and Josh Ali, number 6, was streaking down the field. Good job by Louisville staying deep. An even better job by Will Levis understanding that that was covered and taking the short reception for the first down underneath.
C.J. Avery caught a thumb in the eye. Hopefully we'll be able to show you that replay in a little bit. Knifing in, unable to make the play on Rodriguez, though. And the Kentucky tailback gets it inside the 20. Cole brought him down, but another first down for Kentucky.
That this Kentucky offense is shown, not getting as loud in 3rd down.
Levis will keep it. Just moves a pile down to the 5-yard line, inside the 5. Smoke.
There it is again, that dual play with the tight end coming back across.
Levis. Yep. Now he'll run it. And he'll score again. That's touchdown number 3 on the ground for Will Levis.
been good against the run most of the year, but you see the stalemates that are created up front by this big offensive line. There are zero, I repeat, zero defensive linemen or any defensive players on Louisville's team over 300 pounds. This offense, this is an important drive for Louisville. They are so used to starting fast. They just have not today. Great throw.
Finally had some time. He's banged up a little bit. He may have hit his hand on a helmet mark on that throw for the Buffalo Bills many years. Now it's Evan Conley on this drive near midfield. He'll run, and he has a blocker in front of him. And good yardage. Bangs off a couple of defenders down to the 30-yard line. Now that gets the crowd into it here late in the first half.
And you see, just he's a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit unsure back there in the pocket, but good job of getting upfield. And, safe play on his first. All you need to do is count me out, and he rises to play in those situations.
Got to get it here on third down, and he won't. Dropped in the backfield. Josh passed.
Before Josh passed. He made an inside move on the offensive tackle and still had enough wherewithal to widen out at 280 pounds and make that tackle. We talked to Brad White and Liam Cohen before the game, and he said, Liam Cohen just...
And that one is going to sail to the left and no good.
Watch for that inside fade from Wandell, the bottom of the screen, the slot.
Levis will run, and he won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the clock will wind to 000.
Now look to see more of that. Just sustaining drives, 6-7 yard plays instead of going for the deep ball.
Mitchell shrugs off one tackler. Bangs into another, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
By the pressure that the front for Kentucky showed, and you talk like number 50, Marquand McCall. We haven't talked about him enough. He has taken Cole Bentley, the center, and put him 3 yards into the backfield. That right there is a 6'3", 250-pound nose guard.
350-pound nose
Excuse
guard.
me,
Right.
You're right. 350-pound nose guard.
One leg is 250 pounds.
Dominating Cole Bentley, and that's got to get better.
Missing a throw that badly. Now 3rd and 12. Kentucky brings just 3. Trying to go downfield and well covered.
They have such a senior-laden defense that they know where everybody's going to be at any given time.
Mark Bassett, the freshman from Melbourne, with the punt. Fair catch at his own 25. Josh Ali.
1,000-yard passer, a 1,000-yard rusher, and a 1,000-yard receiver.
Robinson. Still on his feet, battling for that first down marker. He may have gotten there. They're going to mark him right at the 35, and that says maybe everything you need to know about number 1. Levis to throw. Another quick shot out to Robinson. That has been automatic all night long. Rodriguez powers his way to the second level. Now he brings on the speed. Inside the 20. Finally pushed out of bounds around the 15.
And, surprisingly, that's one of Chris Rodriguez's longest runs. He did it just absolutely destroying the defender. And this is a guy, he came into this game averaging second best in the SEC, 6.04 yards per carry, and his longest run of the year was only 31 yards.
Levis to throw again quickly. As a receiver inside the 5, knocked out of bounds at the 2. That time he went to Josh Ali, and Jack Fagot finally brought him down, but first and goal for Kentucky. You called it, Mark. Will he get the push? He does. That's number 4 on the day for Will Levis. And he lets everybody know about it.
4 rushing touchdowns, and he's done it powerfully. We talked about he's not going to try to make you miss. He's going to run right over you.
I like the use of the 7s in the eye black, too. We'll get back to that in a little bit. Here's Mitchell trying to get something going on the run game, and this Louisville team, they just have not been able to put anything together. That's Trevion Cooley, rather, the true freshman.
throwing the L's down at the cheerleaders right behind the end zone. He's had a day. He deserves it.
Cunningham has all day. Now he's on target. That's one of his better passes we've seen in a while. And, of course, it's number 83, Marshawn Ford, on the receiving end in midfield.
Magical things. And he hasn't done it so far today, but you've seen glimpses at times. And that's not too magical.
Got a little greedy on that play. J.J. Weaver was the man to pick it off. You think that helped?
I'm sure it did. Not exactly sure what an extra digit will do on the hand, but that was a pretty good catch. And, we talked about different, times that Malik Cunningham can be really good, but really, really good player. Probably less to do with the digit and more to do with his work ethic and overall athleticism and determination.
Rodriguez. Once again, Mark, the story is the same.
They have been destroying Louisville's defensive front.
Give the smoke. Huge hole. 20. Run out of bounds. Back in the red zone of the Wildcats.
Left side of the offensive line. They're blocking down, and then the kickouts from 61. There's just no shot.
Instead, he throws. He's also had a lot of success with that play. Wandale Robinson gets inside the 10. That's like the 6th, 7th time we've seen that exact play in this game. Levis to throw. Louisville brings pressure. And that affected the throw. We get a flag, go in the end zone. First and goal from the 2. Rodriguez. He'll score easily.
Just right at the middle
of a guy like Liam Cohen, signaled to him that they're going to run an NFL-style offense, and that was the type of offense he wanted to be in, and he wants to be a big part of the recruiting machine here at Kentucky to keep other kids home.
Yeah, he basically said he was waiting. He had always wanted to come back to Kentucky, right? But he was waiting to see who Mark Stoops hired.
Fasten into punt for Louisville as Kentucky forces quick possession. Ali with the return toward midfield. And with Bedlam still up for grabs, Big 12 is up for grabs. McLean gets the first down and more, churning those legs. Gets to the 36. But it seems like it's there are opportunities for teams, and whether teams make the most of them, like Levis has done today with his legs. Look at that move.
Gosh.
And he leapfrogs the defender.
Okie dokie.
Down to the 14.
Just when I thought you couldn't be any more productive, you go and do that. Look at this. Yep. Made that dude miss and then just elevated. I've seen him try to jump a couple guys on third downs, and he's been successful, but none as pretty as that. Landed on his feet, kept on running. I mean,
man, Quinterio Cole's made a lot.
And I mean, you think about that pairing of Liam Cohen and Will Levis, and then Wandale Robinson can come back as well.
Smoke's going to score.
And Cavassier Smoke can come back. Chris Rodriguez can come back. I mean, when you look in terms of offensive weapons, this Kentucky team, they're just going to be reloaded again next year.
Smoke finishes it off. Oh, wow.
Tied for most in a single game in school history, and you saw the other records that have been broken tonight, and it is those three guys. They've been phenomenal in this game. They've been phenomenal all season.
We'll check that out here in a little bit. Cunningham with the pass over the middle. That's going to be a first down to Jalen Mitchell.
The combination of all those three games put together is nowhere near even a single game average for him. And, there could be many things that go into that, but I have to be able to beat a team at least once while I'm here at the school, and who knows what his future holds, but this might be his last chance.
Mitchell on a big run here is going to get it inside the 20 and a lot more. Still on his feet, down to the 10-yard line. Bouncing back nicely this there and get into a bowl. Give to Mitchell. He's going to be wrapped up and dropped for a loss.
Hired this offseason as the offensive line coach, and they've had probably their best season And, since Malik has been here at the O-line just today, they've been outmatched.
Look at Malik here. That's crazy. Now he's directing traffic, and he throws in the end zone. Touchdown. That's a beautiful play by Malik Cunningham. The ex-linebacker had to point that out.
I did.
Now Cunningham, still in goal to go, still directing traffic. Now he's going to try his best to run for it, and just too much ground to make up.
He was able to play. He would be in this game. He has that type of toughness.
Mitchell has nowhere to go, trying to reverse his field, and just goes down. Marched down the field on a long drive and scored. Louisville answered. It was 7-7 early in this game, and it has been all Wildcats since until now. Louisville finally breaks through, and it's Josh Johnson on the receiving end from Evan Conley, who had to come in to spell Malik. He's also from Lexington, true freshman. Lavelle Wright. Allen to throw. Out here to the outside. Has his receiver, but minimal gain that time.
Kentucky football.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And one of the many stories around college football this time of year where they get together and help out the community, and they really do it all year round, Mark. Both of these programs, Louisville and Kentucky, and so many others that we see all year long. Evan Conley now continuing to guide Louisville on this drive. Facing a 3rd and 7. COVID senior at Brunswick, Georgia, southeastern part of the state. Conley, that one was almost picked. Tried to force it in there to his receiver.
Been good in man, been good in zone. That time you saw the good plant and break by Valentine.
4th down and 8. Cardinals will go for it. Conley being pressured out of the pocket. Maurice Berkeley was not able to pick up the first down, the necessary yardage. He came up about 2 yards short, so Kentucky will take over on downs. Already a 2nd place finish in their division in the SEC. Bo Allen showing off his legs, saying, hey, Will, anything you can do.
That's one thing about this Kentucky football team. You see them on the sideline. There's very few guys sitting over on the bench not paying attention. They're all pulling for their guys.
That's
How about
right.
that?
That's Lavelle Wright. He's going to score.
And that's why you get excited. You get excited for the guys who have been putting in the work all year. They get their opportunity and they have success just like that. That's another big run. And you see some of those guys up front, they're going to be in the starting lineup next year. And the explosive nature of another running back in waiting for Kentucky.
And a season-high 364 yards on the ground tonight for the Wildcats. Dominating. Conley to throw. Berkeley running hard. It'll be 3 wins in a row for the Wildcats in this rivalry. Conley has all kinds of time but can't find an open receiver. Now will choose to run it and picks up the first down. Conley over the middle has a receiver inside the 10 down to the 6.
And I'll tell you what, this started as a very red stadium, and now the only red is the seats. As Berkeley goes in for 6 with 8 seconds left in this game. Felt like leaving Penn State, we're giving up, but a lot of talk with his family and his father, and he has made the right decision. And Kentucky is definitely home for that man right there.